Okay, so I have top 5 scary stories to tell you. Scary! I mean, scary. So I'm gonna make it in, each of them will be 5 videos. I think I might make a 20-minute video on this particular scary story. But hear me out on this one, and let me know your feedback. So it was a typical day. Had a rough day at work. In the particular neighborhood that I live in, it's kind of safe because your neighbors can see you. And if something goes wrong, well, at least they can hear you yell. Put it that way. Around this neighborhood, I noticed also that it has a kind of eerie feel to it. Anybody can be looking at you at any time. A lot of times the neighbors don't pay attention to what's going on next to them. So I knew from the beginning that when I entered this place that I had to live in, I knew it was just me. I mean, pretty much guys like me have to fend for themselves. That's just it. I'm sure you do too. So, I go ahead and one day come home from work. Keep in mind, what I just told you always goes in my head. Always. Because of the particular angle that I live in, it's easy for someone to come kill me. Especially if I had beef with you. About a year ago, I wanted to look for a roommate. And the reason why is just to get a little extra money, even though I didn't really need it. So, I went to Craigslist and posted an ad, which was probably one of the dumbest things I could have done in my whole entire lifetime. I mean, the dumbest. Never post an ad. If you don't have friends or family that can move in with you, don't do it. Okay, so this lady had contacted me saying that she needed a place to stay. Now, mind you, if you follow my channel, I don't trust black American women. I don't trust black American women for 3 particular reasons. And one, mainly because if the black rappers who have a lot of money has gotten set up like Jeezy and Gucci Mane, what does it look like on me? A female would, a black American female would literally stab me if she could, or have another black guy do it. I'm sorry to pull up the race card, but it's true. 90% of black American females have nothing but gutterness going on in their head, and they think that by doing bad stuff, they're winning. So anyways, I can hear it in her voice that she's a black American female. And I say, well, there's no way in hell I'm giving her any chances at all. They've ruined their whole chances. So what I will do is I'll see how far she'll take it. So the first thing you have to notice about when you're meeting up with people is you have to be in control. Okay? If you're not in control, you're liable to get messed up. So I basically tell her, let's meet up at a Starbucks. And so I pull up to the Starbucks and she's like, where you at? And she's in this BMW SUV with black tinted windows all the way around. Now, a lot of people who's never been down here, which I kind of feel bad for, but eventually these other people who are trying to rob people, they're going to get erased because there's just not any room for people who are bad nowadays. I mean, you're just getting weeded out. So I kind of get out of the car and she kind of gets out very fast so that I can't see what's inside of the car, which is probably 3 of her nigger boys who want to beat me up, rob me, and kill me which Black lives totally don't matter. I do not support that movement, and I suggest you don't either. Do not support it. So, I instantly I kind of say, yeah. And she's like, looking, she has tattoos on her chest. Watch out for this. Tattoos on her chest. Fucked up ass weave that she tried to fix up. Lip piercings. Always look for that. If they have tattoos and lip piercings, don't deal with them. Don't deal with them no matter how much you're horny for her. Run away, because she will rob you. She has no care about her body. If she doesn't care about her body, she can never care about you. So, I go ahead and kind of slowly itch back to my car, and she kind of notices it too. But then before I get in my car, I say, so you really don't need a place to stay, do you? She's like, oh, yeah, I do. I do. I was like, why? She's like, I've got I've got kids, and, my old place, I just need a quick place to stay. I said, so how come you pull up with this BMW with tents on it? She's like, what's the car have to do with it or whatever? So I'm like, let me see inside of the car. And she just kind of slowly walks back and gets in her car real fast. All right? So, she doesn't peel off or anything, because apparently the black guys in the back are still downloading me. So I get in my car, and while I'm next to her, I type in, see, you're just another robbing black female. And I use cuss words as a profanity. You're just another robbing something female, and this is one black guy you're not going to be able to kill, and such and such and such. Now, I've never revealed where I lived, because when I backed out, they tried to back out too, but I hopped the highway. You know what I mean? I hopped the highway. I know they weren't behind me. But it's not hard for people to figure out where you live. So here comes the scary part of the story. And mind you, I texted her about 3 or 4 times saying still alive, which was kind of, I don't know, I'm a danger type of dog, you know what I mean? Like, I just like danger. I don't like too much danger where I'm about to die, but I do like to cuss people out, whatever, do all that extra stuff. So, about 3-4 months later, I come home from work, and something always tells me to lock my door. Now, a lot of times, I don't know why I say this in my head, but the damn cat wants to get out a lot. And so, it's a force of habit in my head to always lock that front door. Because if I'm upstairs, I can't hear anything. If somebody wants to come in and kill me, they could do it and still drive off and get away, because I told you already, my neighbors don't like me. They don't like me, and I'm going to tell you why. Skin color. Don't care what you said. Skin color has a lot to do with it. I have more than these people. Better car, better area, keep better, okay, except for my one neighbor, her yard is immaculate, but she's an old ass lady. But I do things where it's decent, and so they don't like me for this. So I know if I get killed, no one's going to find out, and they'll just be like, I already know. That's why I don't give a fuck about nobody else but my parents and a couple of YouTubers, all right? So one day I get home from work and I'm real tired, and the goddamn cat wants to go out. So I let it out. But it's kind of like God was like, lock that fucking door, lock it up. I locked the door. So I go up, I'm getting ready to go upstairs, and mind you, I have a lot of stuff around the house, and I had forgot my phone in the car, which I don't do at all from now on. I just don't. And it's kind of getting late. So I walk inside of my house after coming in the garage, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, right, I hear knocking at the door, right? And I'm just like, that part of you wants to open the door, but it's so late and so dark outside, and you're thinking, well, it's got to be a neighbor. But your fight, it takes over. Because, one, I don't deal with people. This is why I suggest you don't have a lot of friends. That way when things like this happen, you know that something's out of place. You don't need a lot of friends. So I knew instantly something was out of place. So then I hear in Spanish or something. I said, who is it? He's like, my mama literally says that. I'm like, who? And you will not believe what happened next. This motherfucker puts his hand on the doorknob and twisted it several times to get in. To get inside of the house. And once again, but it's not like he's trying to rush in. He's just, calmly doing it like it's, if he's going to come and do a quick kill and peel out. So I kind of look out the window and I see this golden kind of SUV. And I'm thinking at this time, it's either two things. This dude's trying to come kill me, or he's looking for the wrong people. He's in the wrong neighborhood. But instant in my head says, this motherfucker tries to open the door. So I'm looking for my phone. I don't want to use my weapon at this point. It's not cool to use your weapon unless somebody enters the house. You don't want to shoot through the door. You don't know who the fuck that is. I mean, this dude tried to open the door twice. So I'm like, I'm calling the cops. And I didn't have any phone with me at all. And so he tries again to knock. I hear him kind of go to the side window. And then he's gone. Never leave your doors unlocked. Lock your doors right now. Lock them. Doesn't matter if you're in a safe neighborhood. Lock your doors right now. Because you think you're safe. You're not. You're never safe in America. You're not. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. We are 100 times way better than what people used to live in 1972. Okay? In 1980s and all of that. Thank God. I really feel safe. I can sleep at night. But in 2016, there are still people who want to come quick and kill you and leave. Because they have killing in their blood. And it's a little bit more difficult for them to kill now because, hey, there's cameras all over the place. So share your scary stories. Tell me about some of yours. And I've got like 4 more coming. Thanks.